Mamadou, a couple of people are saying that academies and developing academies and establishing academies is the solution to eradicate this issue once and for all.
Yes, definitely. And you can see it since the implementation of academies started in Africa. You could see in Senegal there are many of them producing players across the continent. The Academy of ASEC Mimosa is one example. You could see how long the Yaya Touré, the Kolo Touré, Gervinho played their football. Because there, you come in, you school there, they check you from the early age. Then you are registered, everything is in order, there is no way to cheat. Unlike before, someone come from the village, is skillful, and he will come suddenly, he will make a new birth certificate, and instead of 20, he will tell you is 14 or 13. I think academy really helps solve that kind of problem today in Africa.
I think to a lesser extent, but also it depends on the FA how they monitor and regulate the academies, you know. There should be strict criteria how they register, how they operate. So what Mamadou says, that there will be records of the players when they come in, the entry point. And also it helps later on to claim for the FIFA Development Fund, you know. So it must be regulated by the FA, tightly regulated, because you get a lot of fly-by-night academies with unqualified coaches or kids are treated poorly or abused, you know. So there must be a strict oversight and criteria, and you've got to be registered with the FA.
There could be a disadvantage too. We've seen most academies falsifying ages too. Because
the win at all costs.
Most times you see they have contacts with European contacts, and they see a player that is 18, and the academies, you know, they can say this player is 15, because the teams in Europe are requesting for very young players. And some of these players are 23. You say they are 18. So sometimes the academies too help in cheating. But like Mamadou said, if you catch them very young. Very, very young from school.
Primary school.
Instead of just starting an academy, there has to be academy and education.
So get them into the system
early, then it will be difficult.
And that combination of academy, football and education, it's foolproof, you know. And you're also creating holistic kids, because those that don't make it into professional football at least have got a sound educational background, you know.
Okay, all right. I mean, these are the fundamentals, I guess, of what academies should be on the continent. What we have seen is that over the last couple of years, there have been some really, really fantastic academies that have been developed and also redeveloped as well. So we are going to take this opportunity to go all the way to Benin and have a look at the good work they're doing over there.
An extension of Union Sportif Semekrake, a football club formed almost 2 decades ago, Academy Saint Louis, was launched in 2016 to give aspiring footballers from Benin the opportunity to break into the professional ranks and potentially move abroad.
It will be a little difficult to say, because at the beginning we were an elite club and we animated the Benin First Division for more than 15 years. We had participated in the African Cup of Clubs and the UFOA Cup, so to unpack the whole story would be a lot. After that, we thought that the real vision, as I mentioned before, was to start from the beginning. So 6 years ago, we started the academy, we built the buildings, we recruited young kids from all over Benin to bring them to Krake. In terms of costs, I don't know if I can remember, because at the beginning we were already in the first division for 15 years, and 6 years ago we started the academy.
The Academy's scouting network scours the country for talent, housing recruits at their purpose-built 4-hectare compound.
We are located on an area of more than 4 hectares. However, we have a big project around it. What does that mean? We have a project for a sports hotel next to it. We have a project to build a large shopping center around it, a project to build entertainment areas around it, to build an Olympic swimming pool around it, and all this will cover about 15 hectares. We have about 102 children today in all categories, that is to say 12, 13, 14, 15 and up to 18 years old. If we don't have the financial means, we are obliged to do with our meager means, and it may take longer to get there, but we still will get there. There is no reason why we can't.
African football is plagued by age cheating. But with institutions like Académie Saint-Louis, it can be curbed. Many who have been deprived of a valuable football foundation may be prompted to amend their age, but providing young footballers with proper development negates the need to get an unfair edge.
I believe that in African football, we must put the emphasis on training. I heard the new president of CAF, Patrice Motsepe, say that he's making youth football his priority because I was with him all the time during his campaign, and every time he talked about this subject, I was feeling joy in my heart. I'm waiting for him to develop this because if it is well developed, the problem of age cheating in Africa will be solved. Why? A child that you take already at the age of 12, who's in the system already at 12, he would not know how to change his age. But if the child is already 18 or 20, before coming to football when he's 18, he will cheat and bring it back down to 14 years old. Well, if we take them early, the problem will be solved as soon as possible.
With over 100 aspirant footballers to feed, house and school, the project is a massive daily undertaking and requires many dedicated staff to keep the wheels turning.
I'm the head of the St. Louis Academy of the USS Krake. Here the children are interned and they go to school, which is barely 200 meters from the academy. And there is someone who brings them to school in the morning and in the evening. He goes to pick them up. All this is for the safety of the children. In the morning, already at 6:30 a.m., before going to school, they have breakfast. At noon, they have lunch. And in the evening at 7:30, they have dinner. We have 105 boarders who have been with us since 2016.
Ultimately, the success of the endeavour will be measured by how many young footballers emerge from the academy equipped with the skills to make it both on and off the field. Their ambition, the foundation of the project.
Sure, fantastic. Really is fantastic to see. By all accounts, it looks really, really good. And hopefully, the next couple of years, we'll be seeing the fruits of this.
So a couple of them already are playing for junior national team of Benin.
Yeah.
And the president, Oke Magloire, is vice president also of Benin Football Federation. But unfortunately, is not receiving any support from the Football Federation.
How is that even possible?
Yes, but that's the sad reality. Yeah. And this
so
is...
He funds it himself.
He funds
Amazing.
it 100%.
Beautiful.
That's why he was talking about President Motsepe, who wants to support youth football. I think Motsepe donated $10 million to school. But I think the president must think properly also about academies in Africa that are producing talent.
Yeah.
You take Sadio Mane, is coming from an academy.
Yeah.
Most of our players. And the advantage of the academies, they also school there. I think they really need support, and you can see that is from his proper investment.
Yeah.
No support from the FA, no support from CAF, no support from FIFA. And he's really contributing to Benin development and society.
Sure. Well, I hope that those who are watching are listening and heeding really the call. A fantastic initiative being taken over in Benin, and already some fruit starting to be seen from that endeavor. We are going to take another short break, and when we come back, a quick focus on the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cup.